Hey guys, what is up? Woman is down. Okay. So it's what time? What time is it now? It is 7:30 and I have just woken up from a nap. Um I have to say I'm quite good at taking half an hour naps, like half an hour, 35-minute naps, switching off and then waking up feeling somewhat refreshed and ready to continue my day. Although I do not advise taking naps after 7 p.m. because then you wake up and you have a bit of a headache. But the reason I'm kind of lazing around in bed, I am and yes, it is what you think it is. I have to say, I am feeling pretty good considering that I have the illness. The only thing really is that my sense of taste and my sense of smell are gone, and my appetite is severely decreased. Which, even though I'm complaining, it's probably a good time to kind of detox my body, and I'm not thinking about food 24/7. Um, which isn't true actually. I am still thinking about food, but I'm just thinking not how can I consume food and how can I eat food. It's more like missing food and just sobbing about the fact that I'm not enjoying food. The worst thing about this is in the morning, when my morning routine every morning is to like wake up, go for a run, go for a shower, and then have my coffee as the sun is coming up. I have a beautiful terrace, and the sun is always in the terrace. I love waking up and having the sun shine on my face while I'm sipping my coffee. But now, with this illness, my coffee tastes literally like a cup of mud, and I can't do anything about it. So that's that. Another thing, which is after adding a lot of salt to the wound, is I think I have a nerve in my tooth that I need to get removed, because last year I had to get a nerve removed from my tooth, and I am pretty sure I am having similar symptoms. Last year it was on the upper side, and today I feel the pain is on my lower side. And I'm quite upset about that. I mean, teeth in general, even though I look like I have good teeth and I have white teeth, and people have often commented that I have nice, pretty teeth. That is what they are on the outside, but on the inside, my whole mouth has been filled up with fillings. Like each tooth probably has 4 or 5 fillings that have been filled in and then refilled and refilled. I don't know why my teeth have always been so susceptible to cavities. Um, I do have two theories. Well, theory number one is that it is true. I am somebody who, like, instead of having a big meal or several big meals throughout the day, I would just pick on food constantly throughout the day. And this was way worse when I was a kid. I used to always pick on sweets, and even I remember I used to go to my cousin's house because we were neighbors back then, and I used to just, like, when I'd go to their house, I would always head towards the sweet drawer and eat the sweets there. I vividly remember one day we were like playing hide and seek or something like that. And while my cousin was hiding, I just ran to the kitchen, climbed up onto the onto the onto the countertop, and stood up on the counter and reached for the sweets and the biscuits and whatever else they had. So, oh Jesus, excuse me. So I guess I can't be completely surprised why my teeth are full of cavities. However, point number two is that my dentist has told me that I grind my teeth in my sleep. And it's really surprising for me because I've never noticed it in my sleep. Like, you'd think you wake up at night and be like, oh, I'm grinding my teeth. Or you would feel it the next day, or like you would feel a pressure, or you'd see some sort of like a sign. But I haven't seen anything, and I never notice it, and nobody has ever said it to me. Nobody has ever said that they hear me grinding my teeth, whatnot. But my dentist has said it to me several times, and several times has recommended that I use a mouth guard at night, which I have only started doing like 2 days ago. So turns out I grind my teeth at night, and that constant grinding, what it does is it wears down the top protective layer of the teeth. And I've worn it down so badly that my teeth are, even more susceptible to damage than normal teeth. So that's that. Literally this time last year. Yes, it was this time last year I had to go and get a nerve removed in my tooth, and now again I probably have to go undergo the same procedure because like 2 days ago I just noticed a bit of a persistent pain, like a very small but persistent. I wouldn't even say pain, it's more of like a discomfort in my tooth, and I have a feeling that's another nerve that I will be needing to kill off. So I'm a little bit worried and upset about that. And that's that. So what am I going to do now? I am going to get up. I still have a couple of hours before I should go to sleep. I'm gonna get up, edit a video. Food wise, I haven't had much to eat today, just had a cereal, coffee, and a croissant, and some vegetable soup. And on a normal day when I'm not sick, that would be like, I'd be so hungry after that. Like, I would be craving food. But right now, the thought of food just does not appeal to me. But, however, this sickness has not put me off sweet things. I am thinking about sweet things, and I am borderline craving an ice cream, and I'm thinking, will I go for it? Will I go for an ice cream? Especially the ice cream that I bought, that's like right now lying in my fridge. It's one of those. What's the brand? Anyway, it's a really fancy brand of an ice cream that I normally wouldn't buy for myself, but I had to buy it because my housemate had it in the fridge and I took it. He had 3 in the pack and I took one of them because I was in the kitchen that day, and he went into the kitchen and he went to the freezer and he took out that ice cream, and I was like, wow, it looked so nice that when I went back to my room, like for the next day, I just kept on thinking about that ice cream in the fridge and fantasizing how good it would taste in my mouth. So I just went, I took it, and I ate it. So then I had to go and buy him another one. I went to like several shops and I couldn't find it. And then I texted him. I was like, "Man, where did you get those ice creams? Because I ate yours." My plan wasn't to tell him. My plan was just to buy it and replace it, and not be like a fatty and confess to my sins. But since I couldn't find it, I had to go and ask him where he got the ice cream. So I bought it, and now I have two ice creams that are really delicious in the freezer. So I'm gonna make a start on one of them. Or will I? Like, I'm so good at not having eaten any junk today, or not overeaten in general. I even feel like my belly flatter, which is so nice. I'll see. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get an ice cream and I'll cut it in half, and I'll have one half of it. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. So that's that. That's that, lads. My little pillow talks. I should do that more often. Pillow talks. They're quite funny. I really struggle sitting down in front of the camera and like talking about a specific subject. But with these pillow talks, I'm able to just be myself and not have a script in front of me, and just talk whatever's in my head, and I like that. Pillow talks. I do more of those pillow talks. I'm a fat girl at heart. This is the ice cream. Mm. Mm. I couldn't resist. Like, if I think about a nice ice cream or a nice treat in the house, I will not rest until I have it in my mouth. And that is just the fact of my life. Mm. And who was I kidding? Saying eating half of the ice cream and leaving the other half for the next day. Mm. I tried cutting the ice cream in half, but it was too hard. So I said, well, I'm just going to eat the full thing, because cutting the ice cream in half is going to make a big mess, which I don't want to do now. So I'm going to eat the whole thing. Thinking about making a cup of tea as well. But since I have a very sensitive tooth, it might be a little bit painful. We'll see. We'll just have the ice cream first. Steps, baby steps at a time. Mm. Mm.